Hey everyone, this is Mike. We talked so much about Iggy Arbuckle that we had to split into two episodes. Welcome back to our second episode of Iggy Arbuckle. Yeah, I guess are we being unfair to Iggy? Iggy.
If anything, we're being too kind.
Well, I mean, we are assuming that it's trying to gaslight us and make us think it's an educational cartoon. It does never really make the claim to be an educational cartoon. But
Well, maybe
I
it doesn't, but the page on National Geographic Kids website where you can watch Iggy Arbuckle episodes says, "Join Iggy Arbuckle's adventures in Cucamonga, where he and his animal friends explore the natural world and work together to save the environment from bad guys."
okay, so I am definitely again. It's not necessarily promising anything educational, but it does promise kind of a Captain Planet type vibe,
Yes.
where at least we'll be learning to be
To be
wise
fair, Captain
stewards.
Planet is a lot more educational than I thought it would be. It's like, wow, the people who want to pollute really are supervillains.
That's true. I mean, I learned from Captain Planet that AIDS is even better than the Black Plague. It's the greatest thing since the Black Plague. Um, but yeah, no. But Captain Planet, I mean, you do learn it's good to it's good to not pollute. You know,
Yeah.
there's something you can get out of that. Iggy, neither of these two episodes we watched really have anything to do with saving the environment. Now Iggy, they try to put this giant pill of they carve the slab of bicarbonate into a pill shape and then roll it up the hill to put in the volcano, but they fail at that and it falls into some water and dissolves and turns into a cloud of bicarbonate, a bicarbonate cloud, which then floats away. But then, okay,
So yeah, it floats. It floats toward a tree with birds in it, and they're
yes.
like, "Oh no, this is worse yet."
Yeah, and then they say because it's floating towards a tree, and Iggy is upset because this cloud contains a lot of carbon dioxide. And at first, I was kind of like, well, that's fine. Trees like carbon dioxide. No, they like oxygen. No, wait, no, they like carbon dioxide. That's right,
And
they do. That's a fact for you. Trees breathe carbon dioxide. Okay,
exhale oxygen.
exactly.
That's what the wind
See,
is, folks. It's the trees breathing.
you there. It's like the tree sure snezing a lot today. See, you learned something today. You learned more listening to this podcast than you'll ever learn listening to Iggy Azalea, because trees respirate carbon dioxide. No, they respirate, yeah, carbon dioxide, and they make oxygen, and that's why trees are important to the sustained living of the ecosystem
Yes.
in which we live. So be a wise steward of the land, you know. Uh, but so there's this cloud of bicarbonate of soda, right? That's floating, and Iggy is like, "Oh no, it's carbon dioxide, and there's birds in that tree, and the birds can't breathe carbon dioxide." And my thought was like, "Oh, okay, is this the fact that we're learning in the show that
Birds
like
can't breathe carbon dioxide.
that birds can't breathe carbon dioxide?" Now that is accurate. That is a fact.
True.
That, because I was thinking like, because at first I was like, if would if you put bicarbonate of soda and dissolved it in water, would you get a cloud of carbon dioxide? I don't really think you would. I don't think that is how it works.
No, I don't. I don't know. I mean, maybe if it was contained, if it'd be sort of like putting Mentos in Coke, but
It could be. So maybe. So let's say this myth is a maybe. It hasn't been busted. We don't know whether you could get a cloud of carbon dioxide from putting baking soda in water. It's possible. I don't know. I do not. I'll say this. I do not trust the facts that I learned in Iggy Arbuckle that I have not independently verified. It's like the AI, right?
yes,
You can't trust it to be right
you can't
because
trust the AI and you can't trust the IA.
yeah, this guy is like, I feel like he has got some bad info. So, but the cloud is going towards these birds. So what do? Well, luckily, Jiggy is so upset that he's kind of nervously flapping his tail, which causes a wind that blows the cloud in away from the bird.
Yeah. And
This
then he
is
calms down, and it starts to drift back down toward the bird. And I was like, I don't think this is how clouds work.
this is the most first draft thing that happens in the
It
entire
really
episode.
is.
It's like
Especially the fact
literally
that it lingers so long on this business.
yeah, and then in order to because he'll stop flapping when he gets calmed down. So then Iggy, in order to keep moving the cloud, has to get him to calm down or become agitated. And he does stuff like, "Do you remember that TV show you like? It's been canceled." "No, it hasn't." "What about that snack food you enjoy?" "Well, it's been canceled." "No, it hasn't." And it's like, I feel like these should have been like jokes. There should be some jokes, you know?
It was funnier the year before when they were doing this on Drawn Together, and when they discovered that the character of Ling Ling secretes a hallucinogen when you disappoint him.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's right. See, they didn't they did not try in Iggy Azalea. But they do so they basically do get the cloud into the volcano though.
They get the cloud into the volcano, and it sinks into the volcano. Like clouds are known to sink, I guess.
Yeah, I guess it rains into the volcano. I think it rains into the volcano. Is that? I don't know, but like it works.
Anyway, cartoon over. Thank God.
Yeah, it works. Everything's fine. There's some volcanic dust that comes out, and I think Iggy says that volcanic dust is good for the plants. So that's our. There we go. There's
our fact for the week.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is not. This is something again. At least in Captain Planet, when he tells you to recycle, that is actionable. This one is like volcanic dust helps plants grow. Well, what am I supposed to do with this information?
This is like a setup for a whole other cartoon where a kid sees volcanic dust helps plants grow, and then he accidentally kills mom's fern, so he's struggling through the park to get the fern to the volcano.
Yeah, at least that would be something. This is just okay. Well, the cartoon's over. Good on it.
And nothing
I'm
of
glad.
value was gained.
Yeah. I'm trying to I feel like there's something else about this episode, but I am blanking.
I understand. I'm all out of love,
Yeah. I guess we learned that thing that sticks out of the beaver's head. Oh, those are ears, I guess.
Yeah. He says, my ears are twitching, so I know it's going to rain soon. But it didn't rain, so...
Oh, yeah, that really didn't come into play. Lot of red herrings in this.
A lot of things that they probably would have gone back and fixed if they'd done a second draft.
Yeah, I am. But then we do get like a bit at the end when he eats the grassola bar. The volcano burps up hot sauce onto it.
Yes. And joke completed.
Yeah. Yeah. Do a second draft. Oh, God. Do a second draft.
Okay, I feel like I'm learning a lot about writing from this show. So I was like, wow, it is educational.
It's, it's learned by others' failures.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, luckily there was a second episode. In the second episode, it is, we get to see some of our supporting cast. We get to see Goldfish Stew.
Yeah, we get to see more Goldfish Stew and his ferrets. Robert and Robert.
Right.
Robert and French Robert.
And what we got here, this is a pretty standard cartoon plot, which I know we've all seen this one done. This is up there with the everyone forgot my birthday, so I'm running away episode.
Yes.
This is the episode where the villain finally pushes his henchmen too far and they quit on him. And they go to work for the good guy. And the good guy is like, I need to get the status quo back. Yeah, so that's that episode.
Yes.
Now, Goldfish Stew, Catfish Stew, basically he sends his ferrets to like get like
Get
cranberries for
cranberries
him.
out of a cranberry bog. There's a
Yeah,
cranberry bog in Cucamonga. I guess this just has whatever natural thing you need.
yeah. It's got all ecosystems. It's like the city in Zootopia, you know.
Mm.
But he's got like so he sends him in
Except
this
for one
bog.
part, the part where everyone's an animal. Oh wait.
No, well, no, that's actually, you may not know this, but Zootopia actually has furries in it.
What?
Yeah. I know you didn't see it, so it's easy to
No,
miss.
I saw it. What?
Yeah, which one? Did
What
you
are
see both of them?
Well, what were they?
Oh, what animals?
Yeah.
Well, the main guy was a fox, and then there's a lady rabbit.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Now, yeah, I know. Well, I know you've got furry blindness, so these things might not stand out to you.
But everyone
Um,
else is human, right?
I really wasn't paying that much attention.
Oh, okay.
I was
I
mainly,
understand. Yeah.
I'm mostly interested in the fan art of the rabbit's ass. That's the good stuff.
Is that
The
where that
fan,
rabbit comes from? Holy shit!
yeah, the fanon, the rabbit has a big ass.
Mm.
Yeah, you've seen the big ass rabbit, right?
I think so. I mean, I look at a lot of big ass rabbits.
Yeah. Well, the one that's a cop, the one that's
Oh.
a cop and has a huge ass.
Oh,
That
I
one's
thought
the
cop was the animal she was.
No.
I
Well,
thought it
she's
was about a. I thought it was about a cop who was finally accepted into a rabbit colony.
Actually, no. It was about a rabbit who was accepted into a cop colony.
Oh,
Yeah.
Was she going to become the queen cop?
No, she was actually she was probably on track to be the queen cop in the first movie, but then she really fucked it up in the second. But
There's a
it
second?
doesn't matter. Yeah, nobody saw that one though.
Oh.
It was like Disney was like, hey, this Zootopia movie was a really big hit. What if we wait 10 years and make a second one? And not only do we wait 10 years, but like we wait till everyone hates cops.
Yep.
Zootopia
2. Judy breaks the internet.
Yeah. She does. She broke it with her giant ass. Do you remember when like that lady was going to break the ass with her big internet?
Break the ass with her big internet.
With her big ass. Do you remember that? It was like that famous lady.
That famous lady. That famously big ass lady.
Yeah, you know the one. She's famous for her big ass.
Maybe. I mean,
God, what is her
this
name?
one who is like married to Kanye West?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay.
She's what is her name? I'm blanking on her name. The big ass lady. Readers, if you remember the big ass lady name, put it in the comments.
Wait.
It's
I remember. It was Snooki.
Oh, yeah, that sounds right. Snooki. So Snooki's got a big ass, and she was going to break the internet by posting, hey, everyone, what if you reblog my big ass picture? And nobody did it. It's just, because I really feel like, it's like, you don't understand how the mob thinks. There's no way to like more quickly get people not to do something than to tell them we're all going to do this thing. It's like, why would you?
Yeah.
It's like, that's Bush League bullshit. But anyway, she failed to break the internet with her ass, but Judy Hopps succeeded. Judy Hopps succeeded where Snooki failed. Judy Hopps flew so Snooki could run, is how it works. Wait, no, the other way around. Snooki flew so Judy Hopps can run. But anyway, the important thing is that that's the rabbit from Zootopia. There's no rabbits in Cucamonga. We have these other animals. But anyway, the cranberry bog. The ferrets nearly drown in the cranberry bog. So Iggy Azalea saves them. And they become loyal to him. Now he owns them because he saved them. They owe him a life debt, like Chewbacca and Han Solo. So they abandon Goldfish Stew and go to work for Iggy. And they're like they even
Honestly, they're not really a big problem.
no, they're not. They're just the way they behave is more like in a cartoon where you have a malfunctioning robot, you know,
Yeah, really.
because their thing is that like if you say a certain trigger word, it causes them to do crimes, and
Yeah, they hear you say I'm tied up and they say now you are in fact tied up.
yeah, exactly. It's like that. They're just doing. It's like Beetlejuice puns.
Yes.
Like at one point, like Iggy is like, "We're going to this restaurant. The deals are a steal." And they're like, "Steal? Whoa!" And they just run and just steal random things, and run out and like give it to Iggy and then run away. And everyone's mad at Iggy for this. This feels like again, like the way they do this. It's like they kind of did a. They feel like they've mashed up various cartoon tropes because there's also a little bit of that like that trope where like someone has a friend like an invisible there's a character who
Right.
comes to town and causes trouble but nobody sees him do it so one of our mains gets blamed instead.
Yeah, it's like the twin cousin episode. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. There's a little bit of that happening here because people just keep blaming Iggy for them doing crimes and Iggy and they're like, what if we prove to you that they do crimes? Then will you get rid of them? And Iggy's like, I guess I would. So, um,
And then it's very easy to do because they just run by holding the totem pole.
yeah, because they just love stealing stuff. I mean, that's they are ferrets, so that makes sense. That is, I guess maybe that's our nature fact we're learning in this episode. Ferrets love stealing things.
Yeah.
I mean, the word ferret does come from the Latin for little thief, so
Does it? I did
it
not know
does.
that.
Yes. Yep. Because they're known for stealing things, and that's
I
what they
thought that
do.
was I thought that was where the word raptor came from.
Oh, maybe it's Greek then,
Oh, that might be it.
or possibly Germanic. It's some language. I don't really know what.
I know
But
that
raptors.
it comes from the same root word as furtive.
Oh, there you go. Because when you're furtive, it means you're stealing things.
Yep.
You see, you've learned something. You're again learning more than you would on Iggy Arbuckle.
Yes. And
National
and we don't
Geographic.
and the two of us are markedly more handsome than Iggy and Jiggers.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. There's no competition. We're like so hot. We're very
Yeah.
hot.
Break the internet.
Exactly. Like, look, if you saw our asses, the internet would be done.
You guys have
Done.
no idea the size of my ass.
You guys have no idea. We're like we've got cheeks for weeks going on here. So Iggy Azalea, who has a concave ass, has no ability. So okay, so the what happens in this episode? I'm trying to remember. I watched it like 20 minutes ago, and
And what they he gets the ferrets to steal a fishbowl, knowing that the only one around here is the one that actually belongs to Catfish Stew.
okay, again, this is kind of a oh my god, first draft shit. Because he's like, okay, I want you to go. I need a new waste paper basket. Find me a glass bowl for this, and it's just like, okay. So they go and they steal the goldfish bowl that Catfish Stevens is in, and, and but then,
I like how we're just giving them better names all across the board here.
yeah, I mean, really, we should have been consulted.
Yes.
I mean, we've really put more work into this show than National Geographic Kids did. But okay. The ferrets are bringing back the goldfish bowl, but Iggy puts he builds.
They get into a boat to make their escape, and this was actually part of the plan because Jiggers has eaten his way through the bottom of the boat, so they sink, and Catfish Stew has to swim in to rescue his bowl. He's like, it's a lake. Just live there. Come on. It's not going to make it hard. How are you going to lose the bowl at the bottom of the lake when you are a fish?
So, several things here. This is a very convoluted plan because it's like, but also, here's the thing: is the ferrets are like they're in this boat that's sinking, so they're like, oh god, we're drowning, and Iggy is like, hey, goldfish stew, they've got your fishbowl, so if you want your fishbowl, you got to go out there and save them. So it's to motivate Goldfish Stew to go out and save the ferrets. Even though he's just trying to get his fishbowl. Because, he's evil. He just wants the fishbowl. But I feel like what really should have happened is the ferrets are drowning up there, and Goldfish Stew should be like, ah, God, I guess I gotta go rescue them, because it shows, I hate being good, I hate having a heart. Oh, right. You know what I mean? Like Skeletor on Christmas type shit.
Right.
And he rescues them, and then they're hugging him, and he's like, I hate this mushy stuff. But they kind of don't do that. They have to come up with an actual self-interested reason for him to accidentally rescue the ferrets, which is fine, but way less satisfying, narratively speaking.
No, it would have been a lot funner if he'd swum out to where they're trying to use the fishbowl as a boat and unceremoniously dumped them out before taking his fishbowl back to land, and then been like, oh, wait a minute.
I mean, it would be funny also if then they drowned and like Iggy was like, oh no, well, actually that solves the problem, so I guess it's fine. I mean, it's like, Iggy's probably like, well, I wasn't really responsible for their drowning, so,
now
it's fine.
Now you had ferrets. Are they unable to swim?
No, actually, they love water. They love water.
What I thought. I was like, ferrets can swim, right?
Yeah, they got webbed feet. They're good at it.
Yeah.
They're I
can only assume that the one of them can't swim because he's French. But
oh yeah, well, French hate the water. We know how frogs are in water. Yeah, no, ferrets love water. They are adorable when they paddle around with their little paws. We had a bunch, and they all love swimming. The funny one was most of them would swim with all four paws. We had one who didn't know he could do his back paws, so he was just using his front. It was so funny.
Dog paddle.
Dog paddle, exactly. But anyway, so Goldfish Stew rescues them, and they do the like, oh, I guess we got to do the one hug, but he's not happy about it.
Yeah.
He also, but before this happened, we forgot to mention the gate.
Yeah, the gate. Okay, explain the gate to me, because I think I missed that. Oh, they put there was a gate between the.
Yes.
What was going on with the gate?
So here's what happens, right? The ferrets go out and they grab the goldfish bowl, right? And they suddenly they turn around. Iggy has just impromptu constructed a gate, like a garden gate.
Yes, gate between two trees that they just passed through.
Right, and the ferrets are like, oh, well, should we go around the gate? No, you can't go around the gate. That's what a gate is for. Let's use this boat instead. And I mean, I get that there's a joke here that they don't realize you can just go around the gate. They're, the ostensible purpose of a gate being to block us. They are slaves to the spirit of the law, if not the letter. So we're not going around the gate. I get it, but it's also, but my thing about this is it feels, again, very first draft. And what I think has happened here is they were writing this episode and they were like, well, here's the issue. Iggy told them to get the goldfish bowl and bring it back to him. We need to find a reason why instead of bringing it back to him, they just decide to jump in this boat and go out into the lake.
Yeah.
So
it would have been better if they'd had to cross the lake from the other side, but
yeah,
I guess they were being too slavish to the internal geography they'd built themselves for Cucamonga Park.
Yeah, it's like they're like we're putting things, we're answering questions that don't need to be answered. Again, they felt like they need to explain why the ferrets aren't going back immediately. They also felt like we need to explain why Goldfish Stew is going out there and rescuing them, without him just doing it out of the sudden, heel turn. Or face turn, sorry. It's like you don't need to explain these things. They just you can have it just happen. It's a cartoon, but they're like, oh no, we have to explain these things, or else children will wonder. No, they won't. I guarantee you, they won't. So the ferrets are now back working for catfish stew.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess that's
I guess
it.
that's it. Oh, also there's bunnies that Catfish 2 was trying to train as his new henchmen, but all they want to do is tackle and hug you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and
Huggles!
I guess,
Glomp!
well, they are furries. And I guess the ferrets do steal Iggy's wallet and underwear. Now
Yes.
they're back with Goldfish Stevens, and the and Iggy is like tries to get the rabbits to attack, but they don't,
Yes.
and that's it. The end.
And then comes the single funniest joke of the whole show. One of the executive producers is named John Moranus.
How unfortunate.
Yeah. Sorry, Mr. Moranus.
Well, if I always say if there's one thing that's going to make this cartoon better, it's more anus.
What would make this cartoon a lot better? Rick Moranus.
Oh, the famous
Yes.
Canadian star of stage and screen.
Or Ranger Rick Moranus.
Yeah, I I really don't like. I don't feel like Iggy is a ranger. He doesn't sell the whole thing to me. You know.
No. I mean,
Um,
if he was, I think the show would work a lot better if he was just a very civic-minded guest of the park.
yes. He strikes me as he just strikes again. I think that's why I said he strikes me as more of a scout.
Yes.
He feels like he should be earning merit badges rather than doing whatever the heck he's doing here.
It would work
Also,
better if Iggy was just was like a junior and Wriggles, whatever his name was, Jigglers, yeah,
jitters,
Jello
yeah,
Jigglers was his
the
was his
jiggler.
friend who was an actual employee of the park that was constantly getting in trouble for his antics.
Actually, that'd be way better. That would be so much better. Um,
Honestly, the closer you push them to SpongeBob and Squidward, the better. So
yeah. So also, let's. So we've already established the terrible naming conventions of this show. Jiggle, sorry, jiggers,
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 yeah, Jiggers. The
Jiminy
fuck,
Jiggers, and Iggy Arbuckle, but also the chipmunk character. Her name is Zoop.
Zoop, wicked
Yeah,
bad naughty Zoop.
yeah. She's like Zoop, like she was playing the saxophone on the Muppet Show, I guess. Um, I don't know why. It's like I'm sorry, but like she's supposed to be a hippie kind of chipmunk. That is not a name that makes me think hippie chipmunk. I just don't know what's going on here. But there's also the fact that I don't really feel like there's much coherence to the choices of animals in this show.
Yeah,
Because I get like, okay, if we were in a forest, a
if it's
beaver
an
and a skunk.
American natural
Right.
forest, then I guess these are all animals you would see in a natural forest: a beaver, a skunk, a chipmunk, ferrets, a catfish. But then there's the pig. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not even
Yeah.
a wild pig; he's a pink pig.
Yeah. Again, it really just feels like they were like, yeah, what animal? Pig? Yeah, go with it. That's fine. It's good enough. Um, and and catfish, I mean, yeah, you see them in the wild, but I mean, come on, really? What are we doing here? This is, um, I feel like maybe there's a reason there's only one Iggy Arbuckle comic strip.
Yeah. Except somebody bought it and made like a 2-season show out of it. So, let's finish with this. Mike, you've drawn a lot of comics. Is there any comic that you only did one of that you would be willing to do an entire series based on?
Oh boy. Well, I did do that one comic about the mom with the biggest ass on the block.
Oh my god, that sells itself.
I mean, yeah, I actually, now that I think about it, I might be willing to make that into a series.
Uh, I like the idea that that's a real competition and all the other moms are like, oh, I'll show her.
I mean, when I write this show, that's what it is. You know?
Yes.
I think you know what that concept has more legs than
Yeah, I think
Iggy
so, easily.
Arbuckle. You know, God, what is? And I don't know what National Geographic is trying to pull here, but like nowadays, yeah, okay, we live in the time of slop. This is the sort of thing I would expect on TV now. This is the sort of thing that I would expect that they're shoveling into the maws of today's children, because who gives a shit about anything anymore?
Yes.
But like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, come on, there
Yeah.
were standards at that point. Things mattered, you know.
We were not even a decade past Invader Zim at that point.
Yeah, it's like, come on, like you
Actually,
really.
that was the Your Adventure Time got started, right?
Oh yeah, well, we've
Or
been
no,
seeing.
no, no, that was in 2010. But still, I mean, clearly we hadn't given up on animation at that point.
Yeah, like I just feel like it's like people cared back then. Like now it's all like Finger Family and Johnny Johnny Yes Papa, but like, 10 20 years ago, like people, like when they made cartoons, they made it with love. They're like, this is something that will edify people. It isn't just it's not something to monetize in the algorithm. But apparently, not National Geographic, and that's probably why that magazine went out of business. You know, they sold them to, I don't know. Didn't they sell it and strip it for spare parts? I
Uh,
think.
National Geographic itself is, yeah, it's like it's basically owned by, oh, I don't, oh, what are they called? Those guys that the Pope is trying to take down.
Moonies.
The Goonies, yes.
Yeah. That makes sense because I have noticed now whenever I'm in the checkout line and I see National Geographic, like when I was a kid, it's like, oh, the magazine that tells you about like tropical fish and like islands in the South
Yeah.
Pacific and like safari, and it's like a cool kind of
Meet
like.
the Yanomami, that kind of thing,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
You get to feel like you're a member of the Explorers Club,
Yep.
like a real pith helmet type of magazine. A real like read it while you're waiting at the Banana Republic in the mall magazine. And now whenever I see it at like the checkout stand, it's always like, who's the greatest character in the Bible? It's Jesus. It's like wow, the miracles of Jesus, they're all real. Did you know that? They're all like Bible stories now, and it's just like, huh, that that seems very different than what it used to be, but that's how everything is these days. Everything's hollowed out, and it's like they don't even make their own Archie comics anymore. They're all like religious things in the Archies, It's like the
and in
gospel blimp.
and in just in 2009, National Geographic had that very taunting cover where the headline was Darwin wrong? And then you open it
Whoa.
up and like the first page is just a big no.
Wah wah wah. Oh, they were National Geographic was like they were really getting really cocky, weren't they?
Yeah.
They were like, yes, guess what? It's the age of reason. It'll never end. And that did not pan out well.
I mean, Obama had been elected 1 year before. It sure felt like the world was, on a good trajectory at that point.
Yeah, boy, that things can turn on a dime.
Sure can.
Which is why I say don't plan for the future.
Yeah.
That's a sucker's game. You know, live in the now. If YOLO, and if you want to steal a totem pole, steal a totem pole.
Yeah.
Why not? Just do it. If you want to like eat hot sauce on a granola bar, on a grassola bar, you just do it. Why not?
Yeah.
What do you?
I've
Why
been
not?
walking on a moon shadow. Moon shadow, moon
Yeah.
shadow.
Exactly. So I've been having tea with the Tillerman. I've been hanging out with that fucking this fire cat.
Yeah. I've been paying the
Whatever.
ferryman. Sometimes even
Yeah,
fixing a price.
yeah. It's like you know how it is when like you're working at Matthew and Sons. Work's never done. But anyway, a tribute to the career of Yusuf Islam. Um, Uh, anyway,
Yeah,
but
that sounds like a Cat Stevens sounds like a character from this show, doesn't it?
yeah, it really
Oh wait,
does.
you're actually making that joke the whole time. I'm
Oh, was
stupid.
I? Oh, yeah, I guess I was. Sorry, it's like I just
Oh,
sometimes
you
you just
forgot, then I forgot, and then Maggie laughed. She's such a trooper.
it's just we're just so good at this.
Yes.
Anyway, so what is the takeaway about Iggy Piggy, whatever?
If you could commit the name to memory, it would probably be a lot better. But I don't know. Iggy Arbuckle, it just it's such a random thing. It's just the outermost tentacle on this billion-legged beast tumbling through time.
Yeah,
Somebody did a comic that ran in one magazine and then got a whole TV show out of it. And you know what? Hopefully he didn't end up like that other guy that we talked about that did a comic strip that got its own show and then he died on the street, a pauper hit over the head with a pipe or something.
yeah, the free for all guy.
Yeah. So, I have absolutely no hate in my heart for the creator of Iggy Piggy. Get that bag, But
Yeah, yeah. It's yeah. That I guess what I should say is it existed, and hopefully someone got paid for it. And it's just one of those things that like I doubt there's a lot of Iggy heads out there. I doubt that there is like a community of people who like really like Iggy Piggy. But you know what? Why not? Why not? Let's test that theory. Let's test it right now. I'm
okay.
gonna look up. I'm on for Affinity. Let me look up Iggy Arbuckle. Gonna see if we have any fan art of Iggy Arbuckle. Apparently, I'm not gonna do that because it is performing maintenance.
Aw.
No, it's back. Iggy Arbuckle. No, no, no search results. What if I look for Jiggers Beaver? Jiggers Beaver. Nope. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not done yet. I'm not done. What is the website? Okay, E621. Does that still exist? Let's look
Maybe.
up on
Yeah.
E621.
Or Pony
Uh,
Burrow.
yeah. All right. 1 second. Let me. I have to. Okay. I'm gonna look up Iggy Arbuckle.
Try
Not
DeviantArt.
John Arbuckle. Not John Arbuckle.
Jarn Arbuckle.
John Arbuckle.
Jarn
Okay.
Arbuckle.
Nope. Nothing here for Iggy
Say it like your
Arbuckle.
jaw is wired shut.
Charbuckle. Jabarbuckle. So nope.
Kareem
Nothing
Abdul-Jabbar
here.
Barbuckle.
Okay. What if I look up? No. There's nothing. There's nothing here. I guess. Yeah. No one is drawing Iggy Arbuckle porn.
Um,
Sorry to report to you
However,
folks.
if I scroll far enough down in DuckDuckGo in my search for Iggy Arbuckle, it does eventually show a bunch of unrelated inflation porn.
But not Iggy Arbuckle comics, or
It seems to be tagged with Iggy Arbuckle, so maybe this is like Iggy Arbuckle Human Sonas?
huh? Okay, weird, but why not? I mean, they can't look worse.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, Iggy Arbuckle Nature Freak. I was looking for the original comic strip, which was called Iggy Arbuckle Nature Freak, and I was like, no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. That's oh, this is getting weird now. Oh dear.
Ooh,
And
uh
now
oh.
and now it seems to all. I want to know why all this inflation art of Naruto characters is tagged with Iggy Arbuckle.
Oh, jeez, what a world! What a world we live in. All right. Uh, well, anything else we should say about Iggy
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 Arbuckle.
Arbuckle?
Let's see. Well, what other cat owners can we smash into this? Like, who owns Bill the cat?
Oh, that's oh boy. I think Milo owns Build a Cat.
Milo owns Bill the cat. Okay. John Arbuckle owns Garfield. Milo Bloom owns Bill. Iggy Nutmeg owns Heathcliff, and okay, so the our counterpart to Iggy Arbuckle is Calvin Bloom. So it's like the show that's missing at least two orange cats
Oh, when I was a kid, I thought there should be a crossover show where
between Garfield meets Heathcliff, or
Garfield
like
meets
Garfield
Heathcliff.
versus Heathcliff.
No, I thought Garfield and Heathcliff should meet.
Oh yeah,
I thought that like they should like team up, probably to like I don't know, like eat like big sandwiches or something.
oh. I thought you were about to say to eat riffraff, but
No, I think like even back then I was like Riff Raff doesn't really need to be involved. We don't really
yeah,
need him.
nobody really cares about riffraff.
No, but like I figured since both Heathcliff and Garfield are so sexy, they should like team up to
Yeah.
eat like, large amounts of food. That was
Yes.
as a child, that was what I thought. That was how I thought I viewed the world in terms of like the sexiest cartoon characters.
Yes,
That's
you should get together while wearing tight jeans and eating a drumstick to fire the button of the jeans off and knock Spike out.
yeah, see
He gets them with girth.
yeah, see that's the way you oh boy, I would be all over that when I was like a child. Like I was extremely horny for that sort of thing as a child. Then, but like today's children, they look what they took away from us. There's no
No.
hot cartoon characters for today's kids. They got to look at, I don't know, what's
Finger Family?
Finger Family, yeah. There's nothing hot. They gotta get sexual fixations on like, I don't know, that weird owl in Hazbin Hotel, the
Yeah.
or the chess piece in the Magic Circus,
Right.
God,
or the hippo centaur from Centaur World.
yeah, terrible choices. And probably the worst part is they're all probably too busy playing that video game, that has the green guy, the little green thing, the square green thing,
Square green thing?
It's a square green thing in a video game. It comes at you.
Oh, Minecraft. Okay.
Thank you. The square green thing from
The
Minecraft.
square green thing. Wow. We often play at sounding like old, out of touch adults, but wow, that was genuine. Holy shit.
Well, I mean, what? I didn't know you were such a Minecraft fan that you would
I've played
know.
Minecraft for half an hour and I know what a creeper is.
Okay, that's the green thing.
Yes.
Okay, they call them creepers. Well, creeper. You don't know what you're getting with that.
Creeper, creeper, creeper. You give me the creeps.
I mean, that's the thing. Creeper he's got a rod out under his coat. He's gonna ram right down your throat. That's the creeper for you. But no one likes his style, is what I'm saying. This is a nice place. Don't get out of here. Anyway, kids are into that sort of thing. They love their video games. But
Iggy Arbuckle should have been a video game? Is that what you're saying?
I think it was. I think if you look up on Wikipedia, it says there was a merchandising tie-in that was a video game, and
Really?
I think let's take a look. Let's take a look at a deep dive into the Wikipedia article.
Oh, you're right. An online game based on the series, The Great Cucamonga Challenge. Hosted on the Teletoon website and created by Zinc Row Design, the game was an online race in which players explored the Cucamonga National Park in search of 115 checkpoints. At each checkpoint, they could earn points by playing games, answering trivia questions about the series, or completing group activities. The first players who completed the entire challenge won real-world prizes, including a digital camera and items from National Geographic Kids. This feels like a classroom challenge to me.
Yeah, this does not sound fun.
Yeah, that's not a video game. That's more like an AR game.
Yeah. Oh, but here's something else to think about. Although we've been bagging on Iggy Arbuckle, it was quite respected in its native Canada, apparently, because the sub episode Petition Impossible, which was part of the episode Yanni Come Lately Petition Impossible, was among the finalists of the children's programs nominated for the 2008 Canadian Screenwriting Awards. But the award was given to writer Ken Scott for the children preschool category.
The episode Idol Worship / There's Something About Berries won a Gemini Award for Best Writing in a Children's Series during the 23rd anniversary of the Gemini Awards. Jonathan Wilson and David Burney, the voices of Iggy and Jiggers respectively, received a Gemini nomination for Best Individual or Ensemble Performance in an Animated Program or Series for the same episode, although lost to Gordon Tutosis, Raven Brass, Trevor Cameron, Lauren Cardinal, Taylor Cook, Eric Jackson, Andrew Menard, and Derek Starlight for The Guardians.
What? I don't know. Wait, I have no idea what The Guardians is.
I have no idea what The Guardians is.
But apparently it was better than Iggy Arbuckle. It was the best ensemble performance in Canada in the year, the 23rd year of the Gemini Awards. Which, I mean, I don't know. Have you heard of the Gemini Awards?
Nope, never.
Well, they are given by the Academy of Canadian Cinema and Television between
Canadian
the years
cinnamon?
Canadian Cinnamon and Television. Canadian Cinnamon and Apple Jacks. To recognize...
Can Canadians see what kids like about Apple Jacks?
Square?
Right, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's for you, not them. 5 feet of fun.
2 meters if you're Canadian.
Oh yeah, well they do use the metric system up there on account of being godless foreigners.
That's why they have Reese's Peanut Butter 200 milliliters.
Yeah, not for long, because I believe they're going to be a colony. We're going to go invade them. Great. This is what we're doing now. This is America. Well, as soon as we get done, with that whole Iran thing, as soon as we get done with World War III, we're going to attack Canada too.
Yeah,
cool. Good
and
times.
And
Greenland. Why the fuck not? What? Nothing matters.
Why don't we just attack everyone? How dare you not be part of us?
It really is that like Far Side cartoon where it's like, gentlemen, what if we threw a war and everybody came?
I love that one because everyone has this really thoughtful expression like, wow.
I mean, that's literally what we're doing at this point. It's like, why? Why not? It's like we got all these guns just hanging around. Why don't we? Yeah, it's surprisingly it's not going well. I guess we're like losing another war. It's kind of it's real fucked up.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, wow, we really suck at this.
But the good news is everybody who printed up stickers with Trump saying, I did that ahead of time, they're making bank now.
Yeah, boy, that's right. The oil's expensive, which is bad because here's a news fact for you. They use it in everything,
Wait, I thought the cars were all solar powered now.
No. They made those illegal because, Elon Musk needed money or something. So now I think it's illegal to like say that the sun gives you power. I think we're gonna do like some very like Wizard of Oz type shit. We're all just gonna wear sunglasses all the time and pretend the sun doesn't exist. I don't know. Why not?
God, the environment is, completely screwed. If only Iggy Arbuckle were here.
If only we had heeded the lessons of Iggy Arbuckle,
then
today we would know. Like, if only there's a way to get all the volcanoes to erupt at once, so that we could have some volcanic dust that would help the plants to grow. Which I believe is the plot of the final episode of Dinosaurs. Now that's a good show.
Yeah, and a show with a happy ending, for sure.
Yeah, well, for us, the mammals, it certainly is a good one. But I feel like that show was kind of ahead of its time.
Incredibly ahead of its time, and it's and actually it is, and not only that, but it's so in the spirit of Jim Henson that it's like he was there, even though they started production after his death.
Oh, I did not know that actually. I actually had assumed he was involved because yeah, it's very Jim Henson.
No, it
Um,
was based on this idea that he just made up on the plane and was laughing himself sick at the idea of these dinosaurs living a completely unsustainable lifestyle.
yeah, boy, I'm glad we don't do that. Dinosaurs, I did not like it when it was on TV. I didn't care for it.
Well, you
Um,
were wrong.
I
It's okay
was,
to be
yes.
wrong.
No, no, I was wrong because watching it as an adult, I'm like, this show's got some teeth. This is actually really sharp, especially considering the time period it's in. Because if you remember the '90s, sitcoms were not good. Uh, Television was mostly like just really inane sitcoms, um, and then I guess like you know I mean, think about the television landscape where people were like losing their minds when Seinfeld happened, because it was
Yeah,
so fresh and new. And
it's a show
uh,
about nothing.
yeah, people loved it. People were like insane. I remember when they did the final episode, we had watch parties to watch the final episode of Seinfeld, um, which was funny actually because it made everyone so mad. When the final episode of Seinfeld, they all went to jail. they, they went to jail for being big assholes, and everyone was so mad. They were like, as a loyal viewer of the show, I feel called out, and they didn't like it.
What did they think was going to happen? Everyone was going to get married?
I actually don't know what they thought was going to happen because it's a sitcom. It's not like it was building to anything.
Yeah.
It wasn't like we're all watching like Game of Thrones or something, and it's like, oh, there's gonna be a final showdown. No, it's a sitcom. They just do the same thing they do every week.
It
Uh,
would have been really hilarious if there had been a big fight and like Jerry had ended up giving up his life to preserve freedom in America or something like that.
I mean that would be extremely funny. They should have done that actually, but no such luck. Anyway, yeah, Dinosaurs was pretty good. And we only got a couple seasons, but you know what? It left on a high note, and we're not watching zombie dinosaurs 30 years later. So good on
Yeah.
them.
Fingers crossed. God, who knows what'll happen?
Yeah.
But I think that dinosaurs is still, I think, owned by the Jim Henson organization and not by Disney. So
Oh, okay. So we won't get the dinosaurs revival, which is for the best because
yeah,
boy, they keep doing that with Futurama, and it's like, oh, this is
diminishing returns.
yeah,
Yeah,
let it
which is not
die.
to say that I didn't participate in the Kickstarter for the new Riff Tracks Experiment season of Mystery Science Theater. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, they brought back Mystery Science Theater too. It's
yep,
back. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's fine. You know.
this is the third time it's come back. So,
Oh,
but this time they're bringing the original cast back. So maybe
okay.
that'll make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
don't
not
know.
just depress us with how old we all are now.
Yeah, I, yeah, I don't know. Mr. Heinz Theater is, it's one of those things where when I watch it now, I'm like, yeah, this was something that meant a lot to me at a very specific time in my life, and can't really recapture that. But that's why. But that's fine. That's fine. Different strokes for different folks.
Right.
Some of us like Mr. Science Theater. Some of us like waffles.
Some of us like Iggy Arbuckle.
No, that's not true. Nobody
Nobody
does.
likes Iggy
No,
Arbuckle.
nobody likes Iggy Arbuckle. This was a failure. They didn't even get those Gemini awards. So
No.
no. You know what? Eat it, National Geographic Kids. This is unacceptable. Well, you're trying to pull some real, oh, this is educational. No, fuck off. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Anyway, Iggy Arbuckle, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I mean, I would really have preferred that it start out as, that they have done it as when in the 80s, when it was National Geographic World, and when they had the robot, that would have been a much better cartoon.
Yeah. Well, you prefer a show with a robot. There's a
I
shock.
prefer a show with the robot in the 80s. Yeah, there's a big shocker.
There's a real shock. I wouldn't have expected that. It's not very out of character.
Okay, I'm going to leave
Oh,
you with this terrifying image from a cover of National Geographic World. Let's make this our cover art for Iggy Arbuckle.
oh, what? What is this? What is this?
It might be a puppet. I don't know.
Oh, this is the
It's a
God.
sculpture from Jim Gary, an American sculptor popularly known for large, colorful creations of dinosaurs made from discarded automobile parts.
This looks like this. Yeah, okay, sure. You know what? It's very creative. It's very creative. I'm glad he's
It
keeping
looks like
busy.
Clam's got feet.
Yeah, it looks like if I don't know, it looks like this is if you go to hell, this is what you see. Um, this is what
When
greets
you
you at
take
the
drugs, you
gate.
see this before you die.
Yeah, it's like I don't care for it. I don't like see. This is not something I would want to see when I was on drugs. Um,
I'll I'll remember that next time you're on drugs. Wink.
yeah, well, it's a good thing that I'm never on drugs when you're around. I'm always
That's
100%.
right.
Yeah, very sober. I'm very sober. This is just how I am. this is this is just me. This is my bit. I'm this charming in real life. Okay. Anyway, Ethan, thank you for joining us on. Thank you for joining me on your podcast.
Well, thanks for having me on my podcast.
I felt like I needed to say something. I needed to say something nice there after. Just being a real jerk, being a real asshole. Okay. Well, join us next time when we talk about something else. I guess.
Yes. Oh, guess what? We're going to do Iggy Arbuckle again, just to spite you.
Just this is going to become an all Iggy Arbuckle fan cast.
Yeah, then we're going to lie about what we're talking about. It'll just be, we're going to say it's going to be something you've been really looking forward to. Like, oh, I don't know, what do people look forward to on our show? Like Garfield, A Tale of Two Kitties, and then wham, more Iggy Arbuckle.
Oh yeah, people probably are wondering when we're going to do Garfield: The Tale of Two Kitties because
When it becomes available to watch for free again, that's when.
yeah. I mean,
I was
yeah.
actually looking for it and couldn't find it, so I settled on Iggy Arbuckle. I was like, well, at least it has an Arbuckle.
Yeah, well, you know what? The kids should thank us for watching this because now they don't have to.
Yeah.
Don't. This is not the worst thing we watched for the show, but
No, it's perfectly cromulent as a show goes, but I mean it's better than the Fabulous Funnies. I think that one really takes the cake for the worst thing we've seen.
yeah, that one's not good.
That was dire.
That was yes. Well, anyway, I guess that's all we have to say. So, just cut here.
Ig. Yeah, we had a hard time finishing that.